Rolling. Action.
So, hello, dear students. This is the last and final lecture of this course, which is Environmental Science. The course code for this particular course is MC301 for second year BTech, and this particular course will give you a brief idea about environment, right? That you will need as a part of lifelong learning, right? You will practice this throughout your life, and it will be very important for you in course of the work that you people will be doing, right? Now this is G. Chakraborty, and you are watching the last and final lecture of the course Environmental Science of code MC301. It is a mandatory course of BTech, right? So basically, as I'm saying that this is the last lecture, this is the 24th lecture of this particular course, right? And this means we have already completed our journey with 23 lectures. Now what you have done in this 23 lectures, I will not tell it right now. We will discuss that at the end when we will conclude the chapter and we'll conclude this total course, right? Then we'll discuss about it. So at this moment we'll just discuss a little bit about noise pollution. We will recap what we have studied in noise pollution in the last lecture, and then we'll move into this particular lecture. Okay, so in the last lecture we have seen that what is basically noise, and we have come across the fact that noise is a relative term. It may happen that for me it is a noise, but for you it is a sound. Okay, so it is a relative term, but it varies from man to man. That's why we have introduced the dBA scale, and using dBA scale we can determine whether particular sound is noise or not. We have also seen that if two persons are sitting at a distance of 1 meter, then 65 dB sound is good, 100 dB sound is extreme, 135 is very painful, and 150 will take life. Okay, so it is not that easy, it's quite difficult. Okay, now we have also come across the fact that what are the different types of anthropogenic noise. We have seen that transport noise is there, occupational noise is there, neighborhood noise is there. Okay, and transport noise can further be divided into rail, road, and aircraft noise. Okay, so several things we have seen. Physiological effects also we have seen. Now let us see what we are having in this lecture. As you can see, this is the noise pollution, and we are watching lecture 2 of this noise pollution. Not lecture 2, it is rather part 2. It's lecture number 24. Now this particular lecture has several topics. As you people can see, large number of topics are present. It starts from the very own definition of noise frequency and noise pressure, right? Followed by noise intensity, noise level. So these 4 definitions will be there. Now we'll be having mathematical expression of decibel, which will be used to solve some related problems. Then we'll see what is noise threshold limit value, what is equivalent noise level, and what is L10 index, that is 80 hours index. Okay, that we will see. Now whenever we will move to the intensity of noise, what we people will be seeing that intensity is a very important parameter, right? And this parameter will tell us clearly that what to deal with and how to deal with. Okay, let us see what we are having. The intensity of noise, or the noise intensity, or the sound intensity, is expressed in terms of decibel. Now with this we know very well that decibel is the unit of measurement of noise. Okay, now generally sound intensity from 0 to 100 decibel is considered to be pleasant. When it exceeds 120 dB, it causes noise. Okay, now this is worth remembering. Remember it very well, that 0 to 100 decibel sound is good, it is pleasant for all of us, but when it is 120 decibel or more than that, then it is considered to be noise, right? Okay, 120 decibel is the extreme limit. More than that, it is considered noise. Sound intensity of 130 decibel is the upper limit of hearing, and beyond this is threshold of noise causing pain to ear, right? Now if 130 decibel sound is something you are hearing, then be very careful. You are going to face huge hear related problem as well as pain in ears. If 130 dB sound, you are hearing sound more than 130 dB, hence causes noise pollution. Okay, this is very, very important. 120 dB is causing noise and 130 dB will cause pain to ears, right? And 0 to 100 dB is pleasant. Two important parameters of sound are sound pressure and intensity, right? We'll discuss about those. And common unit of noise pollution is decibel. Noise, actually, not pollution. Common unit of noise is decibel. Now we need to see how decibel is calculated mathematically. Okay, as you can see, we are having a mathematical expression right here. Okay, so we'll be seeing what we people are having here. This is the mathematical expression that we are having. Okay, and let us find out what is present here, right? As you can see, this is the expression that we are having, and it is written that decibel, that is dB, is equal to log 10 base 10 into log 10 base 10 I by I0. Always remember this formula. This is not that much difficult. It is quite easy to remember. So you need to remember this, that decibel is equal to 10 log 10 I by I0, where I is measured intensity and I0 is the reference intensity. Okay, this is the formula that we'll use to solve numericals. Okay, but before solving numericals and all, we need to see that what is frequency and what is noise pressure, right? Now as we people will move further, we'll see that frequency is nothing but the number of wave that passes through a point in 1 second, or number of oscillations per second, and SI unit is frequency is hertz or cycles per second. Now this is nothing but a term from physics which people have studied multiple times, right? This type of things, that frequency is nothing but the total number of waves that are passing in 1 second. It is basically expressed in oscillation per second or cycle per second, right? Okay, and the SI unit of frequency is hertz, Hz. Okay, next comes noise pressure. Now pressure is always force per unit area. The sound waves creating pressure on the medium through which it propagates is measured in Newton per meter square. Okay, definition is same. Pressure is force per unit area, and the unit which is used to measure it is Newton per meter square. Now here comes L10 index or the 18 hours index. What is the meaning of this particular thing? It is basically the arithmetic average hourly values of the noise level exceeds for the 10% time over 18 hours between 6 to 24 hours of any normal weekday. Scale is used to measure road noise in UK. Just try to understand. We are doing here for 18 hours and we are using L10 index. Now here L10, that is the digit 10, refers to the 10% exceed in the noise level, and this 18 hours are nothing but starting from morning 6 AM to midnight. Okay, morning 6 AM to midnight. Now basically, in order to calculate or in order to determine the traffic noise of UK, London, right, what has been done? This particular scale has been implemented, this particular scale has been used, right? So it measures the noise for this 18 hours of the day, starting from morning 6 AM to midnight, and it has been observed that during this time period there is an increase in 10% of the normal sound level. Okay, now next we people are having equivalent noise level and the noise threshold limit values, as you people can see here. Okay, Now what is equivalent noise level? It is the weight average sound level over time of measurement and is represented by LEQ expressed in dBA unit. So weight average sound level over time of measurement, that is what equivalent noise level is. Time of measurement is specific and measurement of short duration usually when the noise level is most prominent. So this particular noise is measured when the noise level is maximum prominent, and it is a measurement is done for a different time during the value will differ. That definitely will differ in different times of the day. If the measurement is done in specific period of time started and the same time in different place, it may not be same. Yeah, absolutely. Suppose a noise is measured for 1 hour. Now this 1 hour is morning 7 am and evening 7 am. At morning 7 am the noise will be very less. At evening 7 am the noise will be very high. So definitely it depends on the time at which the noise has been captured. It is not that only the duration only, right? It is it depends on the time at which this has been implemented, right? Now this particular unit is very important as it has been accepted by the International Organization for Standardization, that is ISO. This ISO approved, so it's very important for us. Another is the noise threshold limit values. This is also very important. When daily noise exposure is composed of 2 to more hours at different levels, the combined effect is considered to be more than the individual effect, where the sum of the following fractions C1, T1, C2, T2, etc. exceeds unity, and is the mixed exposure is considered to exceed the noise limit value. Cn indicates the total duration and Tn indicates the total duration of the exposure permitted at that level. So basically what we are trying to see, noise threshold limit value is the nothing but a noise which continues for longer periods of time. For that we'll use this particular formula where Cn and Tn has their unique usual significance, and we will do the calculation in that way only, right? So this was the basic things about noise pollution. One more thing I would like to discuss. Let's go back. Here, as you people can have seen, we have explained what is definition of noise frequency, noise pressure, noise intensity, noise level. Mathematical expression of decibel we have explained, and these three also we have explained. But what about this one? What about this one? Decibel related problem. We need to do it. Okay, so let's do it. Just I'll make you understand how this particular thing works. Basically, question will come like this: that calculate the intensity of 100 dBA sound, right? Again, I'm saying calculate the intensity of 100 dB sound. So what we are going to do? We are going to write like this. Say, let me take the pen. Yeah, we are going to write that. Let us write the question first. So the problem is calculate the intensity of 100 dB sound. If the reference intensity is 1 into 10 to the power minus 24, say watt per meter to the power square. Okay, suppose this is our problem. Now how we can solve this problem, that we need to see. How this will be solved? 100 dBA sound, that means here we'll be writing 100, okay, is equal to 10, then we have log 10 Now here I is measured intensity, I is to be found, whereas I0 is given 1 into 10 to the power minus 24, right? Now tell me, can we very easily find out that what the meaning of this particular thing will be? Very easily we can find out. Again I am saying, this particular thing, the calculated value of this particular thing is very easy to be found. Why it is easy to be found? Because it is nothing but 10 log 10 is 1, so it will be 10 log 10, then I by I0, so gradually we'll find out I, and that will be our answer in watt per meter square. Okay, so it is as simple as that, not a complicated thing, right? Okay, so that is what the numericals look like, and this is what noise pollution we are having. Now let us have a quick summary of this total course that you people have studied for this semester. Sorry. See, environment is a big thing. Earth is our mother, Earth is nature. We should protect our mother, otherwise what will happen? She will be angry and we will all die because of some natural calamities that she will make happen, right? So first and foremost thing is that we should save Earth under any condition, right? From the very beginning I am telling this thing to you people, that Earth is mother and we should save our mother under any condition. Whatever the conditions may be, we should save her. Now the question arises, without proper knowledge about environment, how we are going to save Earth? Because we are not knowing how Earth is being destroyed. We are not knowing what the problems of mankind are, what the problems of nature are. And see, if you are a doctor, without knowing the symptoms, you cannot give medicine. Similarly, without having proper knowledge of environment, you cannot say that yes, I'll save environment. So first, knowledge is important. In order to make this knowledge, what we people have done, we have introduced these particular topics and we are trying to teach this to you people. Now what we have seen here at the very beginning, we have seen that what nature gives us. Okay, what nature gives us, there is nothing but resources. Okay, and in spite of giving that, what type of resistances does nature occurs? What type of resistances does human activities occur? That we people have discussed. The natural calamities, flood, earthquake, landslide, we people have discussed in detail. Population growth study, demography, okay, everything we people have studied. After that, we have seen what type of beautiful flora and fauna exist on Earth. How we have seen that? We have seen that through the ecosystem part, okay? And this was followed by the different rules and regulations of environmental management, right? So in that particular module, there is general environment. We have a little bit idea that what type of animals are staying in the nature in the globe, what type of animals are staying in what ecosystem, and what are the resources, what we are getting, what we are giving in return. These things we people have seen. After that, whenever we have moved to air, see, air quality is very important because we breathe in air, and without good quality air, we all may suffer from breathing problems and eventually will die. Okay, so proper knowledge of air is also required, and we have definitely tried to have a proper knowledge of air because we have discussed about air. We have seen what the problems of air are, what are the pollutants, right, and what type of phenomena occur due to this particular thing, that also we people have clearly seen. Okay. So this was very important journey for us, that is the journey of air, and we have also seen how before letting the smoke out, how it is to be treated in the control part, right? We have seen that also. Now after air, again water is very important parameter for us, since we cannot live without water, but we cannot live in marine water also. So water is very important for us. I have given the example of life of pi in that particular part, that water is everywhere, but you cannot drink. This is a huge problem. Okay, huge problem. So similarly, in that particular module, we have come across very important and different diverse things, and those things included the different water quality parameters. Along with that, we have seen how water is to be tested, how water is to be treated, and how we should have proper knowledge about the water sample that we have. This was not the end, because this was followed by land pollution, which is another very important topic. Why? Because we live on land. We live on land, and it is very important for us to keep the land safe for our living only, right? Now, how we can do that? There are several waste, right, that are generated, which are basically called municipal solid waste or solid waste. Basically, if it is municipality, it is municipal solid waste, otherwise it is called solid waste, right? Now, how this waste can be treated and how this waste are disposed, how this waste are managed, that we people have seen, right? Disposal techniques we have done in brief, detailed way with advantages and disadvantages of each and every process, which is again very, very important for us, right? After that, we have seen specialized, in a specialized way, we have seen what biomedical waste are, what chemical waste are, what radioactive waste are, and what hazardous waste are. So after this journey, I think we people can clearly take a sample and can predict that whether it is hazardous or not. Yes or no? We can do that, right? Because we have to check whether it is ignitability, corrosivity, toxicity, and reactivity are present there or not. If not, it is non-hazardous. If yes, then definitely it is hazardous. So we can do that, right? We have learned that we can do that. Okay. Similarly, we can see whether a waste is a chemical waste or not, or whether a waste is biomedical waste or not. We have also seen that how biomedical waste are to be treated. Suppose nowadays the coronavirus is a real problem. So if one PPE suit has been used by a patient or by a doctor who has just come across a corona patient, then that PPE suit, what needs to be done? It needs to be incinerated, it needs to be burned so that the virus ultimately dies, right? This is very, very important. Okay. Now, after these 4 modules, we have come across the noise, that is the last part of population. And last but not least, we people have seen in noise that what different aspects of noise are, what is noise intensity, what is noise pressure, what is noise level, what is threshold noise, what are the types of noise, right? And what will happen if you have a high dBA noise, and we have seen numericals also. So basically, we have tried our level best to cover up this whole thing that we people are having, and we are trying to give a brief idea about environment, because ultimately we live in the environment, we live for the environment, right? Without environment, we cannot survive. Without environment, nothing is there. Okay. So we have to take an oath that it may happen that we are 60 years of age, it may happen that we are 6 years of age. Irrespective of age, irrespective of condition, our oath should be like this, that we should save nature under any condition. Okay. And see, don't think that it is not important for you, because it may happen that you are making a machine, a gadget, which actually releases large amount of smoke. Now you need to take care of this particular smoke so that it does not cause air pollution. Now, without having proper idea of the smoke, what it contains, how it should be filtered, how it should be controlled, you cannot succeed in the work you are doing. Okay. So it is a basic need of an engineer, a medical practitioner, or any human being to know properly about environment, to have brief knowledge about environment. Okay. So we have tried our level best. Now it's up to you to study all the things, and in case of any problem, just drop a mail to my mailbox at head_scheme.jsc@gmail.com. I'm writing it out that this is my mail ID. Whenever you are facing any problem, just mail me out and we will sort it out. Okay. I'm writing my mail ID here. Yeah, this is my mail ID. So whenever, in case of any problem you are having in this subject or in any other subject at all, whatever is convenient for me, I'll help you, right? Just drop a mail or just call me and we'll discuss, we'll sort out with whatever problems we people are having. Okay, right? So nice meeting you people, and thank you so much for having a lot of patience for such a long time to listen to these 24 lectures. And it's a privilege to have these lectures with you people, right? So thank you so much. Be a good human being, save nature, save yourself. Be a great human being, be a great engineer, right? Okay, so with this, let us conclude the full and final lecture of environmental science. that is noise and its pollution, right? So this is G. Chakraborty from the Department of Chemistry, over and out.